What's up guys and welcome to another character profile. This week we're doing Yugioh Zexal and we're doing Dextra. So in the English version she's known as Dextra. In the Japanese it's translated to Droite. She's 19 years old and her anime debut was in Yugioh Zexal episode 26, Let the Duels Begin. Here is her wins to losses, so there you go, and there's a duel score. So a quick gist on the character. Dextra, known as Droite in the Japanese, is from the Zexal series of the anime. She was Mr. Heartland's right-hand woman, who was in the same position as Nistro. As well, she was responsible for maintaining the World Duel Carnival. However, her and Nistro's true task was to search for the number cards. She resigned her position though in order to join the World Duel Carnival to protect Kite Tenjo. She later joined Nistro on the professional duel circuit as his manager. Droite's name means right in French. This may be a reference to the fact she is Mr. Heartland's right hand, while Nistro is the left hand. Dextra comes from Dexter, which is another term for one's right. Her being right also symbolises her behaviour towards tasks, as she takes the correct, calm attitude towards the task, whereas Nistro gets overexcited and rushes in quickly without thinking beforehand. So Dextra has brown eyes and shoulder length black hair with light purple highlights that covers her face. She has a special blue dual gazer tattoo and her D-pad is shaped like a butterfly. When she was a child she wore a pink and purple striped jumper with a dark red skirt and purple sneakers. Notably her jumper was too big for her, so one of her shoulders poked out of the neck hole. In the World Duel Carnival she wore a pink blouse with a purple undershirt, a white business suit and purple tights with black spike high heels and an anklet around her right ankle, matching the one Nistro wears on his left wrist. After following Nistro to become a pro duelist, her clothing changes. She wore a violet skirt and top with white undershirt. Her nightwear is a pink nightgown with a frilled collar. In Tori's and Rio's imagination of what she'd look like as Nistro's tag partner, she wore a form-fitting red and blue restless costume along with yellow gloves and a star-shaped mask. She looked awesome. Contrary to Nistro's high-spirited personality, Dextra is very level-headed and serious. Her cold, calculating demeanor is demonstrated by her commenting on Nistro for his more casual and impulsive attitude. She shows very little tolerance for recklessness and handles things in a cool, professional manner. This personality is also reflected in her dueling strategy, as she is precise and calm with her tactics. Additionally, she seems to only move in when her opponent is weakened, also representing how she considers carefully before she makes her moves. Although she does criticise Nistro often, she has shown great concern for him, such as when Heart Tenjo unleashed his powers while Nistro was in range. Despite her initially icy and indifferent persona, Dextra has also shown deep concern for Kite when she found out that repeated use of the photon transformation was weakening him, up to the point of urging him to give up on the World Duel Carnival finals. So a little bit of backstory on the character. In their childhood, Nistro and Dextra lived in Spartan City as orphans, but found happiness in dueling. One night they were picked up by Mr. Heartland, who instructed them in dueling and transported them to Heartland. Dextra was tested alongside Kite Tenjo and Nistro by Mr. Heartland, who was attempting to find the elite duelists of the next generation. During a test of their dueling skills, Mr. Heartland increased the power of the duel robot, which began to lose control. It began flailing about everywhere. When Dextra was cornered by the machine, Kite jumped in to defend her, summoning Daybreaker and defeating the machine, which unfortunately cut Kite's face in the process. Dextra tried to thank him, but Kite told her not to worry about him. She later saw Kite smiling while showing his brother Heart a butterfly to comfort him. Upon seeing him smile, Dextra fell in love with Kite. So Dextra uses a photon butterfly deck, making use of the Butter Spy archetype with a focus on attack, defense and battle position manipulation. Her deck is initially spearheaded by Photon Papillon Operative. During her duel with Vetrix, Dextra uses a combination of her ace along with Butterfly Charm, Butterfly Swarm and Eliminate, in tandem with Jungle Field to inflict large amounts of effect damage, also having Photon Alexandra Queen as a contingency. As most of Dextra's strategies rely on her having one of her Xyz monsters, she uses cards to easily gather the necessary overlay units to Xyz summon them, such as Moonlit Papillon, Blue Mountain Butter Spy, and Dance of the Butter Spy. And with that, guys, that is another episode of Character Profiles done. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Who do you prefer more, Nistro or Dextra? Just let me know below, and thanks a lot for watching.